You need a mint? I got you, boo. Don't come for me unless I call for you. Your breath might be a little, you know. I just put y'all up on game.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hello everybody, my name is Sierra and welcome back to the diary. If you are new here, I make videos related to nursing, lifestyle, and beauty. So today's YouTube video, we're going to be doing a what's in my clinical bag video. Last week when I released my last video, I said I was going to be making this video, so I'm really excited to be showing y'all what it is that I have in my clinical bag. So I'm just going to start with the bag itself. Like, let's just get right into the video. I'm gonna start with the bag. Where did I get this bag? How much was it? I got this bag from Target and I knew I was gonna find a really cute bag, so I went straight to Target and of course it was just sitting there waiting for me. So this bag was $45 from Target, I think, and they had some other really cute bags that were like more, I feel like, clinical friendly, but I didn't want like an ugly bag, if I'm just gonna be honest. I wanted a cute little stylish bag that still worked. I either wanted something that was cloth that I can just throw in the washer, or something that could easily be wiped down after I leave the hospital. So this was perfect, and I couldn't find like anything cloth that was just like cute enough, so this one is just the perfect bag. So let's go over the compartments that I have in this bag. This is the front part of the bag, or whatever you want to call it. It has a zipper here, and then it has this little main part. It has these three pockets here, 1, 2, and 3, and then it has this little slot here for you to put a laptop or something, and then it has this little pocket back here. So pretty simple, pretty easy. It's actually very, very spacious. It has more than enough room for all of my things. So that's why I really, really like this bag. Basically everything that's in this bag is everything that I use in clinical, after clinical, or it's just useful to take to clinicals. I don't take anything that's just a waste of space, because there's not that much space here anyway. And then also a lot of the times the nurses don't have extra room in their locker rooms or extra space in the break rooms. So it's pretty important to have a bag that will fit kind of just off in the cut somewhere where the nurses have to put their stuff, and I can just slide mine somewhere off in the cut and not be in the way. So this was really, really helpful. I'm going to start with this first compartment here. In this pocket, I think y'all are going to come for me on this one. Y'all are going to come for me. Don't come for me unless I call for you. But y'all ready? I don't think y'all ready for this one. I leave my stethoscope in this front pocket without the case. Now I have a case. I actually want to show y'all the case that I have. So I actually have a stethoscope case, but this case is just really big. I think it was really good for when I was a first semester student and had nothing but like my backpack, and I didn't want to shove my stethoscope in there with all my heavy books and things like that. So it was like essential for me to get a case, because we had our blood pressure gauge and everything else that we had to bring to lab. So that was really helpful, but I don't think having this is useful for clinicals, because I have this pocket in my clinical bag. So that's where I like to leave my stethoscopes, in my pocket. And then I also have this second stethoscope as a backup. This was the very first stethoscope that I got. I got it from my very bestest friend, and she got it for me, I think, when she first found out I got into the nursing program. And no, I think she got it for me for Christmas. I don't know. But anyway, she got it for me. This was the very first stethoscope I have, so I always keep it with me just in case I need it as a backup. But we're not allowed to use the double, I don't know what you call this, double tubing stethoscope, or however you pronounce it, or however they say it. So I personally think it works just the same as the other ones. I can still hear things. I can hear heart sounds. I can hear bowel sounds. I can hear things through the stethoscope, but they always prefer just the single, however you pronounce it. I don't know. But like I said, I like to keep this as a backup and put those back in there. And this is a pretty spacious pocket, so both of them fit in here just fine, and there's nothing else in there with them, so they're okay being in that pocket because I don't know, like they're fine. So right here there are 3 little pockets, and in one of the pockets I leave my ID, and then the other I leave my Sharpies, pen lights, my scissors, and my watch. And then in the other one I leave just some hand sanitizer and my mask. So let's start with this first one. Here I have my IDs. I have one ID for the hospital that I'm working at, and then I have the other one for my just regular school ID that we have to have when we go to clinicals. And then on my ID badge I have these Tribe RN. They're like what do you call them? I guess they're just really, I don't know, we call them key cards that you can use while you're in clinical, and they have really helpful things on it. Like this one has normal adult lab values here. We have EKG normal values. Pretty much anything that you can think of is on these cards. And they also have cards that speak in Spanish, they translate from English to Spanish. So I've had patients that literally don't speak English, and it's been really helpful for me to look at these cards and be able to say little things to my patient that they can understand, simply like, oh hey, I'm gonna take your vitals, or are you experiencing any pain today? So I really do like these, and I've mentioned these a couple times in my videos, so I will link them down below again, and you can get them on Amazon. I can't remember how much they cost, but I love these, and I'm going to use them probably even throughout the rest of nursing school and even when I do graduate, because they're just helpful to have. This little clip badge is really cute. It's cheetah. I got this from Walmart actually, and I think it was only like $4 or $5, so I thought it was really cute. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's a little heavy, so sometimes if I don't clip it under the shirt that I have underneath my scrub top, it'll hang like this. So that's the only downside to it. It is a little heavy, but it's super duper cute. I like to jazz up my scrubs a little bit by having a cute little what do you call it, whatever this thing is called. I like to have cute little things here and there just to jazz it up, spice it up a little bit. The second little pocket I have in here, like I said, I like to keep my highlighters in here, and my pens and my Sharpies, and then also my pen lights. These pen lights are LED pen lights, so I haven't used them because if you use them on a patient's eye, sometimes they're a little too bright. So luckily I haven't had to use a pen light yet. These pen lights I think are really, really good quality. I got them also off Amazon. They have the pupil sizes on here. They have everything that you need for a normal pen light, except that it's just a little too bright. So I really do love these because they came in a pack of 2 for like only $6. But I would recommend getting just a regular pen light because sometimes these can be too much for sensitive eyes. And then I also keep my scissors in here, or shears, whatever you call them. I don't know. I probably should. Scissors. I usually keep them in the same pocket as my pen lights, my watch, and my Sharpies and stuff, because I mean literally, and I leave these in my pocket because you never know, your nurse literally might need your scissors and you're like, yep, got them. So I always bring them with me. And then I always bring my watch with me. I got this watch also from Walmart. This was like $9 from Walmart, and this is waterproof, and it works so perfectly fine. I really did want like a cute little watch, but this one is just so functional and it works really, really good. It has a second hand. Some schools allow people to use their Apple Watches, but my school does not. So I personally don't like the Apple Watch because after a while the screen will shut off. And if I'm timing breaths or whatever it is, like I want to be able to see the screen for a little over a minute in case I need to restart, because sometimes I need to restart. So I like to use this one because it's just a little better for me. So, and then also I ordered some Sharpies and some pens off Amazon, and these are the ones that literally just stick to your badge, and they're so much easier than walking around with pens stuck in your pockets and always wondering, oh, where's my pen, because we always have in our badge. So I'm gonna get those. They're actually gonna be coming soon, and then I just clip them on here to my badge, and that's it. So they were a pack of 4 with red, blue, green, and black Sharpies, and they were only $6. So I will leave those listed down below as well. And then here in this third pocket here, I like to leave my hand sanitizer, and this is just a hand sanitizer spray. And that way you just spray your hands and wipe them down like in the hospital. Obviously there's hand sanitizer everywhere, literally outside of every single patient's room. When you walk in, when you leave, there's hand sanitizer everywhere, so I don't necessarily have to use this very often, but I still like to leave it in my bag in case I get in my car, or I don't know. I just like to keep it. And then I have this mask. Every time we go in the hospital, they give us a new mask, but I like to keep a mask just for walking in the hospital, because when you're walking in, you obviously need a mask when you go in. And so I have some extra in my car, but I always leave this extra in my clinical bag, just because sometimes I throw away my masks and I don't realize that, oh, I threw all of them away and I don't have any more. So I always leave this one in here just so I have an extra. I always like to be prepared. So I always bring extra stuff. Always, always, always. So I have my sanitizer, my face mask, my name tag. These go on our scrubs when we're in clinicals. And then I also have these alcohol pads. And these alcohol pads, some people like to use them to wipe down their stethoscope. And I kind of briefly mentioned this in my last video. I don't like to use the alcohol just because my stethoscope gets more scuffs on it when I use the alcohol, because it dries it out. So I do like to keep these just in case I need them, but I usually don't use them. But you know me, I like to be prepared. Okay, also I have this water bottle. This is just a Hydro Peak, and I use this literally all throughout the shift, and I put ice in it, and it usually lasts, the ice will last the whole freaking 10 hours, and it's really, really nice, and it's really, really cute. I got this as a gift for my birthday, actually a couple weeks ago, so I really like this one, and it fits perfectly, slides straight into the side of my bag. That's what I like. And then I always leave an extra scrunchie just in case, or a hair tie in case the one that I have breaks. I don't know, I always bring extras just in case. And then this hair headband. I love this headband because it kind of just pulls your hair back, but it's super cute. And I got this actually for a birthday present as well, but the lady who makes them, she makes custom headbands, and I actually want to link them down below. So when I get her information, I will put all of it in the description box so y'all can actually order some if y'all want them. This is super cute. I literally love this headband. She makes them in so many different colors, and I just think that it's really cute. So I like to wear this when I go to clinicals. And let's get to the next thing. These wipes. These are the Everspring wipes, and these are the multi-surface cleaning wipes. So I like to take these wipes. I got these from Target. I take these wipes and I just like to wipe down my entire, okay, I'm not gonna take them out, but take it out, wipe down my entire bag, and it smells really, really good. I like that, like just kind of fresh, spring, strong smell. I don't really know how to explain it, but it smells good. It smells like earth, like the good type of earth. Anyway, I like to wipe down my entire bag, my water bottle, my pens, everything that I usually have out during clinical. I wipe it down afterwards when I get home. And then after I wipe it down, I put it in my sterilizer box. I have a sterilizer box. It's not over here. I'll probably link that down below as well. But I usually get home and I put my phone in there. I put my watch in there, my ID band, everything that I had out during clinical. I put it in there, and then I close it up, time it for 30 minutes, and then I turn everything around, time it for another 30 minutes, so it sterilizes for a whole hour. If you don't have a sterilizer box, I think that's like A1 to have, especially now during like COVID times. Best thing ever. So this little guy is just a brown paper bag, but we got our N95s in here. When we got fitted for N95s, they gave us these paper bags, so I've just kept it in here the whole time because why not? We wear this N95 the entire OB shift or med-surg rotation, and honestly, it's a lot of work. The little metal thing right here gets very annoying to the bridge of my nose, and then sometimes just breathing in and out, and these ridges on the sides causes my face to get very, very dry. So I don't wear makeup to clinicals, but I do put a lot of olive oil on my face or coconut oil on my face just so it stays hydrated, because this mask dries my skin out so bad, and I've never had eczema or anything, but this N95 don't play no games. That's all I know. I mean, like, it is what it is. We have to do what we have to do to stay safe. But I would recommend, like, if you have very crazy skin underneath the masks, just to stay very hydrated, keep your skin hydrated, and you should be good. But I like to keep this in this little bag. After each clinical, I do like to sterilize this as well, and I put it in the sterilizer because we have to reuse them. We don't get a new N95 every time we go on our units. We have to use literally the same one for the whole entire semester. So I just sterilize them. That's why I also recommend, if you don't have a sterilizer box, probably get one, because you're taking home that same N95 that you have out, you know, during clinicals, and then you're taking it home and then you're putting it back on. Luckily, we do double masks, so we'll have a N95 and then we'll put a surgical mask on top. So technically, if there's anything getting or landing on our mask, we have the surgical mask on top, and then we'll just throw the surgical mask away at the end of the day. But either way, just as double protection, I like to sterilize that after clinicals too. Okay, and then what the fuck? Oh my god, sorry y'all. Literally, I'm gonna make this thing follow me. But I have this drug guide here, and I like this drug guide because it's pocket friendly. I can put it in my scrub pockets and everything is just all good. So literally, when I'm going to the Pyxis, sometimes if I'm about to pass meds, I'll go over the med that I don't know off the top of my head, or if there's anything that I just want to review before I give it. I always want to make sure I know what to teach the patient and what to look out for when I'm giving this medication. And a lot of hospitals have little teaching papers that are easy to give to your patient so that they understand what is it they need to look out for. But for my sake and for my learning purposes, I like to look up each drug before I give it, and then I like to read about it, usually the indications or the adverse effects, and then the interactions or anything that I should teach my patient or that I need to know as a nursing student for giving this medication, as far as like no chewing or no crushing or anything like that. I like to know by reading this and just getting a quick little glimpse at it, because there's so many drugs and sometimes we're not going to remember. Obviously, we took pharmacology. Me personally, I took it twice. Don't come for me. But obviously, we need to know so many drugs. But nurses also, sometimes they forget. Like, they've been doing it for years, and sometimes they need to remember as a reference too. So I like to have this because it's just, I don't know, it's just good to have. So I always put this in my pocket when I'm in clinical. I also have, okay, now these little guys, I love these because I like to tell people and they don't never believe me. I have everything. If you need something, I got it. You got a headache, I got you. You got a stomach ache, I got you. You ashy, I got some lotion. You need some deodorant, I got you. You need a mint, I got you, boo. I got everything, y'all. So let's start with this one. I like to put all the medicine I might need in this one. I have Mucinex, maybe if I got a stuffy nose. I don't know if there's allergies I'm experiencing. I have this one, and they're just a little pack of Mucinex. And then I literally have Pepto-Bismol. Girl, you got some gas, you got a stomach ache, I got you. Here, take this tablet, Pepto-Bismol. And I literally don't ever get stomach aches, rarely, unless I'm just on my period and I'm cramping. And I never usually have stuffy noses or blah, blah, blah. But I made sure I got these because you never know. Sometimes, like, your clinical instructors are not like, yeah, you can just leave. And sometimes you're not just going to want to get up and leave from clinical because you know you have to go make up that clinical if you don't feel well. Like, nobody wants to do that. Literally no one wants to make up a clinical shift. So I always bring these for myself or for other people just so they know I have them. If you're not feeling okay, come to me. I'm the plug. I have Advil because sometimes I literally have a headache just from breathing in that mask too much. Or sometimes if I go from the cold to the hot. Like, sometimes our units can be really, really hot, but sometimes outside can be really, really cold. So when I go from these like temperature changes too quick, it makes my head hurt. And I've been dealing with that like literally forever. So I always bring Advil with me. Or if I'm moving too much and I haven't had a quick snack, my head will start hurting. So I always make sure that I keep these Advil with me and just pop one or pop two, and then I'll be good in about 30 minutes to an hour. All good. Then I also have, like I said, this peppermint oil, and I also have lavender oil. Let me tell y'all about this peppermint oil. This is the Everspring, the same brand as that the wipes that I have. But this stuff, I'm going to put y'all up on game. Sometimes the peppermint might be too strong for some people, so that you can also use the lavender oil. But if you're having, like, if you have to deal with a patient, let's say has C. diff. You know that C. diff has like a crazy little distinct smell to it. So I'm gonna put you up on game. Or if you're doing something that just might be a little stenchy, okay, you want to take your mask, you want to take your oil and literally just dab a little bit on your mask and put it on your face, and you won't be able to smell the stench because you'll be smelling the potent oil. You'll be smelling the good old oil instead of the stench that your patient might have. So I just put y'all up on game. Or if you have a headache, peppermint oil also works if you rub it on your temples because it's so strong. Or another thing, if you're very stuffy, you can take some peppermint oil, rub it on your hands, do this, take a deep breath, and it'll clear everything out. So peppermint oil has like so many different properties to it, and it's like amazing. That's why I like to bring peppermint oil with me to clinical. Or if your breath stank a little bit, just put a little bit in your water, drink it up, because you can't have like gum or mints, because you never know. You might have to go to a code and start doing CPR. You might choke. Then they have to do CPR on you. So I don't never take gum or never take mints to the floor, because it's just not, don't do it. That's like the secret, the magic secret that I have. And if you are watching this, I hope that you go get you some oil, because you might come across a patient who just, you know, or your breath might be a little, you know, or you might have a headache. You might have a stuffy nose. So literally peppermint oil will save the day. And like I said, I have everything. So if any of my clinical group is watching this video, remember, I have anything. If you ever need anything, come to me. I'm the mama of the group. I got anything you might need. Okay, this is the second one that I have. And this one just has all of my personals in it. I have a little deodorant. If I get a little musty on the unit, I don't know. But I like to be prepared. So I always bring deodorant with me. I have a little chapstick just in case my lips get a little dry. Sometimes the air in the hospital is very dry, so I like to bring chapstick. Anyway, this chapstick is really good because Burt's Bees, it gives a little tingling sensation. I like that. So that's why I like this one. I have tissue just in case I need it. I also have pads. I like these pads because these are the organic cotton ones. I don't like to use Always or any of those other major brands because they just have too many chemicals in them. And I do remember always using Always or Kotex or whatever, and my cramps are really, really bad. So when I switched to these organic ones originally, I get these from Target. They only sell them at Target. When I got my cramps literally went away, and I did do some research and found out there was a lot of just things that they put into the other pads that just weren't synced right with my body, with my soul, with my spirit. So I got the organic ones, and these ones I really do love them. And then I also use the organic tampons too. So I like to use these, and I've got, you know, the rest of my lady products in here. Then I also have a toothbrush, just because after I eat lunch I like to make sure my breath is clean, and I like clean teeth. So I do keep a toothbrush in here just so I can clean my mouth after lunch. If I eat something like that's really garlicky or oniony or something that just I don't want to keep smelling all throughout my shift, yeah, I keep toothpaste and toothbrush with me. These are like literally my life-saving packs. I got these also from Target in that little cheap little area. I think they were like $3, and they just slide right into my bag, so I really like them. And then, like I said, this one where I keep all my medicine in, my Advil, my peppermint, and everything that I might need, and I'll slide that back in here too. And these are just like the essentials that you need when you're at clinicals. Okay, so for this next portion right here, this is just where you can leave a laptop. But I personally, some people bring their laptop to clinicals with them. Some people literally bring their textbooks. Like, I'm not going to be sitting there studying when I'm there. I might, but if I'm studying anything, I'm studying the clinical paperwork that I brought with me because I'm there to learn and blah, 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 blah. I literally study when I go home. So I don't bring any books with me. I don't bring my laptop because I just don't need it. So this is everything that I bring. I bring this with me, and this is where I carry all my clinical paperwork on, and it's literally just a foldable clipboard, and you literally have everything that you might need when you're in the hospital. Lab values, EKG, literally, like, you have the freaking face scale on here. You just have a lot of stuff that you might need. And then on this side, you have labs, you have IM, you have pupil sizes, you have literally everything. So you have so many references when you're in the hospital, and whether it's a freaking clipboard, whether it's a clippy thingy on your clippy thingy, you have so many other things. So I like this because I carry a lot of clinical paperwork with me, and I can just fold it up, put it in here. Usually we have a preclinical that we have to do, especially on my OB rotation. We have preclinicals, and then we have to print it out with us and bring it with us to clinicals, because usually it's specific to our unit that we're on, and then we have specific meds for that unit that we're on, and we have to print them out and bring them with us so that we can use that as a reference while we're there. For my med surg rotation, we bring our care plans with us, and then we fill that out as we're there with our patient labs, basically their reason for admission, and all some other things that we need. We'll write that all down on our care plan paperwork. And so that's usually what I put on my clipboard. And then in this folder, this is just some helpful things that I accumulated over the semesters from previous clinicals. They're just things that kind of just help me prepare for clinicals, or what to do when you're bored in clinicals, or just some helpful tips that you might need. And I always like to bring these because they're helpful. They're nothing that can hurt me if I bring it, but if I don't bring it, like, I might need it. So I have my face shield in here. We have to also reuse our face shields, so I like to wipe this down. And then I have other face shields in my car, actually, so I like to either keep one in my bag, but if I ever need a new one, I can just get them out of my trunk. I have, like, literally so many. So I usually don't reuse them, but I always keep one in my purse. So technically, I don't know. In this back part of the bag, I like to keep all of my snacks in here. I can literally snack all day long when I'm on the unit, and I bring a lot of snacks, and I also bring my own lunch. But I always make sure I have all three of my favorites, and my all-time favorite is Kind Bars with the dark chocolate cherry cashew. It is so good. This is literally my all-time favorite snack. I always bring 2 of these to clinicals because I eat one in the morning, and then usually around noon I would like to eat another one. And then I like to eat these Cliff Bars. This is the Blueberry Crisp. I usually eat these ones when I leave clinical and I get in the car and I'm finishing up my water and I'm taking a little evening snack about 5:30, 6 o'clock when I'm on my way home, and it's just so good. And then I like to eat these little fruit strips. These are actually new to my snack regimen, or whatever you want to call it, but these are Good Gather strawberry mango. The strawberry ones are also really good. These are just fruit strips. I used to eat these all the time when I was in high school. I freaking love these fruit strips. They're just so good. So those are my 3 top snacks that I always leave in this little compartment in my purse. And it's literally just a small little compartment. You can barely see in it, but it's small enough just to leave all my little snacks that I enjoy. So that is that part of the bag. So we have the little snack part, we have the little stethoscope part, and then we have just the main cabin here with all of my little thingy things that I always use for a clinical, and they're really helpful. And I just love this bag. I think it's just the cutest little thing, and I love walking into the hospital with it because it looks so good on my shoulder. I'm just gonna say that. It's super cute, and it's classy, and it's still doable for being in the hospital. So that is it, guys. If you guys have any questions about what I bring to clinicals, or any comments or anything at all, please leave them in the comment box below. I hope y'all enjoyed learning about what is in my clinical bag. I hope I didn't talk too much. Thank you so much for watching another video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to always be kind, love yourself and others, and always go out and try your best. Bye.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.